So Melissa, it's kind of cold. It's it's cold for a couple of reasons. One, it's turned winter again, and the other reason is the I don't know if you can hear in the background, but we've got the people downstairs are um, grinding, taking up the asbestos tiles. So in order for them to do that without killing us up here, the furnace has been turned off, and so we're a little chilly here. In the kitchen it's better, but there's a guy in the kitchen that's watching a TV show, which I've already seen. So I'm in here drawing away, and I haven't sent out your pens yet. My bad. But I will. It's I got the mailing envelope, and I will do it in the fullness of time. Schiavello. Well, I presume they're wearing masks. They were planning on doing this yesterday, but the main guy in charge his girlfriend had some sort of a medical issue that kept him from doing it then. So now they're doing it. And I'm wearing my mother's sweater, and I'm drawing my little pajamas. I've got polka dotted pajamas that, well, I'm wearing stripes on top and polka dots below, and I suppose that's against some sort of rules of something, but that's okay. I can go against the rules. A little bit of red right there. Hello, Schiavello. I don't know if I said hello yet, but hello. We're watching we started watching a show last night that Russell suggested I watch many years ago, called The Century of the Self. And it's about public relations and sort of psychology and Freud, and it's really fascinating. If you have a chance, take a look at it. It's called Century of the Self, and it's on YouTube. And it's a documentary about the use of Freud's theories in creating consumer desire for things they didn't really need, but that he sort of created conspicuous consumption, which of course we're all suffering from now. The desire to want things that you don't need, and but it's a fascinating series, 4-part thing, which talks about the Cold War and and such like. Schiavello, if you're still here, I've been watching more videos about how to do watercolor. And there's one guy that I watch that must be Australian because he sounds Australian. He doesn't paint kangaroos yet. I haven't seen him do that, but he does sound Australian. His name is, I think his name is Tim something. No, it was done by the BBC, and the person that they start with is Edward Bernays, which was Sigmund Freud's nephew, and his work for advertisers and later for the government and stuff. So it's actually quite fascinating. Okay, now I'm going to do. Oh, screw you! Take it. You need to learn how to lighten up, mister. Okay, I'm going to do another one here. This is mainly blue. Am I recording this? Yes, good. I'm recording this. Anyway, it's a guy that's on YouTube who seems to be pretty good at describing how to deal with rather nice, complicated watercolors. A little bit more much more complicated than what I have to deal with, but if I'm going to learn how to do things with watercolor, I'm not going to learn how to do flowers because they're really boring in my book. Even if Russell's puppet thinks they're good, I find them boring. And so what part of the Australia are you in today, Schiavello? What state or country or whatever you have over there? Okay, Queensland. The thing I posted, the little movie I posted, oh, it's on my Instagram account, I guess, that with the car and the woman in the car is from that show. That is on in the background that I'm talking about. Oh, God damn it, I'm out of power, running out of power. Plug it in. How people live with big spiders. I'll have to ask our resident what are you, the resident Schiavello? Our resident, not the word, not a entomologist, arachnoidian, noidally. Spiders are arachnids, are they not? So what's everyone up to today? Any fun? This show talks about Marilyn Monroe and how she met a psychoanalyst to help her with her depression. And the psychoanalyst suggested that all Marilyn Monroe needed to be better was to just be in a regular home life situation, not live with a regular family and do regular family things. So this psychoanalyst had her come to his house and live with his family, and I just think it's funny. It's like, Ms. Monroe, it's your turn to do the dishes tonight. Like, fuck you, she'd say. I've got the president to fuck. Or whatever. Are you due one right away? This stimulus check. Is it over? Is it over?
Oh, well, I put it on, yeah, it is. I put it on pause.
Okay. What were you laughing at?
Well, it was the next one picks up with the late 60s and
the
70s,
the hippies and
and
counterculture and
the downfall of Freud and the rise of his adversaries, and this is coming into an age, a period of time that is within my living experience.
oh, good.
I was laughing at like screen therapy
I see. Okay.
and how special everyone is.
Yeah. Do you want me to switch it to the next one?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have a cigarette first.
Okay. The brother of my brother's girlfriend, the brother of my brother's girlfriend is staying here, and he watches the dog, the girlfriend's dog. So he's staying here while she's working and while Todd's working. And Todd and I are going out later today to look at the things that were taken by the use your big words, Pierre, taken by the removal people to decide what we're going to throw away. So if we weren't going out, he wouldn't have to be here. I'd be able to take the dog out to poop and stuff like that. Am I almost done with this one? I'm going to say I'm done.
longer in some models.
Oh. It seems so much longer. It seems so much longer than last year.
It is. Nearly 4 inches longer in some models.
Oh. It seems so much longer than last year.
It is. Nearly 4 inches longer in some models.
Oh.
I want that car. Can I buy that car? Oh my God, Russell Facemeyer, God damn you. Look at how good he can draw. Well, I draw, yes, I draw well, but Russell is just amazing.
Republican pollster Frank Luntz did a focus group over the weekend with vaccine-hesitant Trump voters. The Washington Post detailed the results. They blamed their hesitation on doubts about the long-term effects of new vaccines and accused politicians and government scientists repeatedly misleading them. What was interesting, though, the Post reports they blamed Democrats and not the former president for this. At the same time, though, what seemed to change their minds the most were not political endorsements of getting vaccinated, but more science, more evidence. There's a woman named Sue from Iowa that says she went from being about 50-50 on getting a shot to 75.
Well, what am I going to do now? What should I draw, Melissa? How are your exercises going with your ups and downs and backs and forths? Oh, nice. Beautiful cat. Well, we have two cats. One is a monster. The other one is not so much a monster, but I think one moves too much. But anyway, I'll see. Someone wanted me to draw their portrait, so let's see if I can do that here. Okay, let me try this. What color will I make this background? I will make it sort of orange. Color fill, orange. Start, start. Vector, 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 vector. Interesting thing I'm drawing. It's you see a bunch of different patterns around his face, and last thing I'm drawing is his face. God. I find faces frightening. Orange. Oh, it's nice. The Estabrooks, you just got the screw-in feeds. 3 Esterbrook pen nib feeds, so they're just the nibs and the feed, and then the screw-in thing that goes into the pen. Because I do have an Esterbrook here I could send you along with your pen, and you could use them. Okay, well, why don't I plan on including the Esterbrook with what I'm sending you. It's a plain black Esterbrook, but it'll allow you, and I think the sack is good on it. But if it turns out not to be good at some point, I can fix it for you. But it's just, you can't use the pen nibs without the pen. So it's not like you can easily take them out. So you sort of need it. Yeah, you do need the pen. So let's see if I can get my little act together and do this. Okay, I'm going to make this all darker. I am recording this. Yeah, the nice thing about that pen, the Esterbrook pens, is that they are essentially interchangeable, and with all of their pens throughout all time that they were produced. So no matter when your Esterbrook pen is made, that those pen nibs will fit. Now the Esterbrook I have is just a black one, but again, it's fine. You don't need for your purposes, you can later on get a pretty color if you want a pretty color, but it isn't needed at the moment. Come on, pink lips. Pink, pink. Good. Well, liking black pens is quite quite good for one's pocketbook. On one of the pen things on Facebook, I said black pens matter, and people got quite upset with me. And I had to explain what I meant. I had to say, black pens are quite often overlooked by pen collectors, but for those of us that use pens, we see that there's no need to spend a lot of money on fancy colors and things like that, because a simple black pen that is often overlooked by collectors works perfectly well. Or the people that use them. And I wasn't making, but I said like people, meaning like black people, they are often overlooked. Use the brain that's in your head to understand what I'm saying. And there is equating lives with pens is not, no, I wasn't doing that. Bless people. No, it's, they, I don't know, it's just, they're too easy to let their little buttons be pressed, and you know, there are all sorts of things to be upset about these days. And anyway. Come on, your face is rounder than that, mister. Oh, Taco Tuesday. We know what you're having for dinner. Doo-dah. We know what Marilyn's having for dinner. Doo-dah. Done. I did not do my watercolor because, why didn't I do my watercolor? Because no, it's the client, the middle lady, called me today and told me to do some things, and I said I don't think it would look good, and she agreed. I think she understands that I see things that she doesn't see and the client doesn't see, and she should. So I told her what my plan was essentially to draw all of the elements individually, rather than putting them together like I did. I'm just going to do them like this, individual parts, and they're going to tell me that which parts they want. A, B, C, D, F, and H, or 1, 2, 6, 9, 12. And they don't want the other ones, so I don't have to do it a fifth time. And then I'm going to say, once you tell me what you want, I will then put them together. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Well, what am I going to do? Is it time for me to stand up? That's plug these things in to get them charged. So one of my neighbors found this in her house. It's a sign from the Queen's Hotel in Honolulu, Hawaii. And I posted saying the sailors can stay in my place for free. What am I going to do? Is it almost lunchtime? It's not lunchtime yet. I think I need to put on my street clothes. Should I do that now? It's so cold. I don't want to take these clothes off to put on my street clothes. Is there a way that I can put my street clothes on over my pajamas and take my pajamas off after? Is that possible? Avert your eyes as I do my striptease here. Do I have a shirt that I can wear that's warm? This doesn't look warm. Let me find a shirt. Rum bum da 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 dee 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 rim ba bum dum ba bum bum ba da bum ba da dee 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 rum ba da na rum da da dee 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 rum ba bum ba bum rum pum pum rum pum pum dee 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 rum pum pum dee 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 dee. It's not so much the clothes that are hot, it's just the fact that there's a point at which bare flesh is exposed to the external temperature. My one of the reasons I'm doing this now rather than later is I have to put on I have the heartbreak of psoriasis, which every once in a while itches a lot, and it's itching now, and if I itch it too much, I end up causing bleeding. I don't want to do that. Oh, come on. Take your feet out of the pajamas before you put on your pants, Pierre. You do that? There, that was easy. The weather doesn't go that way, Carolyn. Weather goes from west to east most of the time. Okay, look at that. That was easy. I'm now almost dressed. Well, I have medicine for the psoriasis, and so I've got that going on for me here. But PJ, cool. Back T note. Yeah. My psoriasis isn't all that horrible. My brother has it internally. I mean, he has psoriatic arthritis, so he has to take very expensive shots every month, $6,000 or something a month. It costs the insurance to keep him going, and so my doctor suggested I try that, but there's a lot of blood tests you have to take first, and you it lowers your immune um, system to take this biologic thing. So I figure, I don't, if my psoriasis starts becoming internalized, and or if I start getting arthritis in my bones, I'll do it then. But I don't care about the little spot here or there on my skin these days. It's like I'm not doing anything with my skin that other people will see. It's like if I was a young man dating people, I would maybe care what I look like, but I really don't, as you can tell by my hairdo. As you can tell by my hairdo, it's quite obvious. I roll. Can you hear the noise in the background? Our basement being destroyed. I'm glad my father isn't here to see this. It would make him very sad, I think, to see the house being sort of torn apart as it is. Sounds pretty bad down there. So, tell me more things, you people. I need you to talk to me. Talk to me. No, you don't have to talk to me. I don't need to be entertained. Pantaloons. So, you haven't even gotten dressed yet, huh? No, I'm I probably should pay more attention to whether I actually have things to say, but it's more, part of this is interested in you guys. You guys like to talk to each other, so it can also be for that purpose that I sign on. I see. Work is in your future. Government is the problem. Reagan is talking in the background. Oh, is it that time of year again? God. I think I have green. Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. You need your shot. Okay, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to sign off of here and put my shoes on and have some lunch. And my brother should be here kind of soon. So we will see you all later. Toodaloo. How do I make this stop?